Hello, do you know what country this is? It is Timor-Leste, Southeast Asia's youngest country and probably in the world too. Timor-Leste has applied to join ASEAN and could potentially be a member by 2025. What are the implications for ASEAN and for you? Let us find out. Now here's one for you. If Timor-Leste were to join ASEAN, how many members would ASEAN have? 8, 9, 10 or 11? The answer is 11. If you got that right, you owe yourself a treat. Where is Timor-Leste? Timor-Leste is located on the eastern half of the island of Timor. The western part belongs to Indonesia. Timor, as you know, means east in Indonesia. If you can picture the map of Indonesia, Timor-Leste is quite close to Bali and Surabaya. To help you understand, Timor-Leste is about 20 times the size of Singapore, or if you were a Malaysian, it is equivalent to the size of the state of Kelantan, or if you are an American, it would be the size of Connecticut. Timor-Leste was a Portuguese colony until about 1974. In 1974, Portugal relinquished control over Timor. Shortly after that, after a short civil war, Timor-Leste, or East Timor as it was then known, declared independence. But very quickly afterwards, the Indonesian troops moved in and annexed the entire part of the island as part of Indonesia. For the next 20 odd years, it remained a contentious issue because this annexation of Indonesia was not recognized by the United Nations. Things changed after the ASEAN financial crisis and the fall of the Suharto government. In 1999, under President B.J. Habibie, Indonesia finally relented and allowed a referendum to be held, in which the East Timorese voted overwhelmingly in favor of independence. Shortly after that, there was some violence. UN stepped in, set up an administration, and in 2002, Timor-Leste was finally declared independent and admitted as a member of the United Nations. In 2011, Timor-Leste applied to join ASEAN. In terms of geography, there was no problem because Timor-Leste was part of Southeast Asia. But the other members of ASEAN had concerns about the economic situation in Timor-Leste. You see, the economy of Timor-Leste was far less developed as compared to the rest of Southeast Asia. Poverty was quite high, unemployment was also high. And there were concerns that admitting South Timor-Leste at that point in time could hamper ASEAN's own integration efforts. Because of all these concerns, it was probably felt that all sides needed some time to sit and reflect on this matter. So it was only 11 years later that ASEAN decided to set up a fact-finding mission to assess the readiness of Timor-Leste's accession to ASEAN. That fact-finding mission recommended a roadmap with certain conditions for Timor-Leste to fulfill before it could be admitted as a full member of ASEAN. The conditions included acceding to a certain number of ASEAN agreements, as well as setting up proper infrastructure in the country to support the needs for meetings and conferences. The infrastructure part of the conditions probably are much easier to fulfill. I think the bigger challenge is acceding to all the agreements of ASEAN. In any event, the leadership of Timor-Leste seems confident that it would be able to fulfill all these conditions by 2024, and therefore it would be ready to be admitted in 2025. In any case, it would depend on the ASEAN summit to decide when Timor-Leste should be admitted. But if it is admitted in 2025, then it would be under the chairmanship of Malaysia. In the interim, as per ASEAN practice, Timor-Leste has been granted observer status, which means that it can attend all ASEAN meetings to familiarize itself with how ASEAN works.